Today I have a rock and mineral and gemstone and cool things haul for you. I shared, I think it was on Instagram, I shared that I got all of these really cool rocks and minerals and things that I've been looking for. So I wanted to come and share them with you today. I am going to be adding this to a playlist that my sister and I are creating for some of our different channels. I have read the book Everybody Loves a Rock and shared some of my favorite rocks and the stories behind them. This is the rock haul from the garage sales. And also, I'll probably be creating another video sharing the kinds of things, rocks, minerals, crystals that if you're a reseller, you could be looking for, because there is quite a large group of people that like buying rocks, minerals, gemstones, crystals, etc., etc. And they're beautiful and they're fantastic and they're fun to pick up. So let's start off with the first bag. The first bag was a bag full of tumbled stones. Now my battery for the camera face down it died. It died. So I'm going to show you some of these. Some of them are just the color that they are, which is this is a pink rose quartz, like so. I might need to do this. You know what? I'm going to wait till my battery charges up because I want to turn this camera around, but I did want to just show you this beautiful piece I got. And if you haven't yet, I just want to say that on our last podcast, my sisters and I, my podcast, it's called Eggs and Ego. We talked about manifesting and intentions and things like that. And it just is something that keeps reaffirming that it is a reality in life for me and for her. And so it's something that we've chosen to stop joking about and brushing off as kind of like kind of a joke between us. And I think because at first we were creating, let me give you an explanation. So we would just be talking about things, and then we would go out and find exactly what we were talking about. And sometimes it was just so random that we started just, every time we would go out, we would say, okay, universe, this is what we're looking for today. And it would be uncanny. We would see it and just be like, okay, that's weird. For example, she has a nice piece of property out in the country, and she wanted different like places for people to sit around on the trails and things like that. And so I said to her, okay, well, I'm going out garage selling. I'll see if I can't find you some swings to put out there. I never see swings, porch swings, things like that. This particular Saturday, I found 3, and it was just phenomenal. So the back of my van was getting loaded with porch swings, basically, and from different places. They weren't all at the same place or anything like that. So it's just been things like that. And so my nephew started collecting these little, they're like little blind box dudes, Minskis or whatever. They glow in the dark, super random blind box thing, you know, and they can be a little pricey. And so I was like, okay, what are you looking for this week, and what do you want? You know, I said, let's see if we can find some of these for him, because it's so random, right? And sure enough, I found one unopened in a free box at a garage sale. Another thing I was saying that I wanted to find were these. I wanted a selenite tower because I couldn't find one that I had, but I ended up finding it. So I was like, I need a new selenite tower. And I did have someone correct me that there's a difference. There's satin spar, there's selenite, and from what blurry again, and from what I understand is that they're all kind of versions of selenite. There's just different varieties. So at first I was like, well, then why does everybody mislabel them as selenite? I don't know. Anyway, so that was another thing that I was like, I'm looking for selenite. And then there we are. Here we are, staring at it, right? Got that. So I'm going to turn this camera around when I get my camera's batteries all charged up, so that I can just put them on the table and show you, because like I say, there is quite a few, and some of them I don't want to linger on too much because some are dyed, but I just, if you were there, if you go listen to the story, Everybody Needs a Rock, then, you know, it doesn't matter. Somebody will be like, oh, that's really pretty. I love the stripes, or I love the coloring, or I love the speckles, or whatever it happens to be. I love the two-tone color of that one. That's really pretty, actually. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, somebody is going to fall in love with that rock, and then where will you be? That one looks like candy corn. All right, let's start with the tumbled rocks. I'm doing these because I know a lot of them are dyed, but I thought they'd be fun to look at anyway. It's going to be clattery for just a second. Hold on. There we go. Now, let me move this bag out of the way. Okay, so some of these stones are dyed, some of them are not, and I am not 100% on what some of them are, so if you know, let me know. And I know there's a really cool app. Let me see if I still have it. So the app is called Rock Identifier, and of course, you know, they want you to subscribe, but I don't want to subscribe. I just hit cancel, so I'm gonna do tap here to identify your stone. So let's start with one that I know what it is, right? I'm not gonna do this for all of them, but this is just something that you can try, you know, and of course that one is tiger's eye, so okay, cool. So let me pull these down. I'm gonna zoom in for you. I'm gonna do my collar. What do you think? Well, here's a couple of pieces of tiger's eye. Let's see what we got. We got a couple more here. We've got this stone. It says it's mookaite, but I don't know. It gives other options. Jasper is another option that it's giving. Red jasper. What do y'all think on this one? All right, let me slide those to the side. All right, we've got brown rock. Now, see, this is the thing. I mean, this is just for funsies, you guys. I have no idea what this one is. I have got a few other pieces that, okay, so here's this one. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm going with the brown ones to start with, since we started there. This looks like it broke off of this. Oh, it did. Okay, interesting. So that was that tumbled stone. What do you think? Because that part looks like jasper. That part looks, So yeah, this might be a form of jasper. Let's see, we've got this one that looks like maybe some kind of agate. And if I say what it is and it's wrong, you guys tell me. I am not offended. Because then it gives me information and it gives y'all information. That one looks kind of bluish though, so that one might be dyed. I'm not sure. Okay, brown, brownie orange. We're gonna go down the spectrum, I guess. Some cool, I think those are, when I see those bands, I generally think of agate, but it's not always agate, and I know that. So if I say it's agate and it's not, y'all can just correct me. I am still learning, which makes things more interesting. That's a cool one. Okay, let's go into the dark blacks and grays. So here we've got some shiny ones. So it could be obsidian, it could be like an onyx, it could be like, that's got some red in it. That's pretty cool. Any more black ones? All right, there we go. Ooh, this one is, it's got the blue and the black. That's pretty cool. I like that stone a lot. And if you haven't, I don't know if I said this at the beginning because I'm recording this part on a totally different day. On a totally different day. But I read the story, Everybody Needs a Rock, and I put it on my Maggie May channel, so make sure you go check it out. So that one's pretty cool. I really like that one. So that one may end up, it almost, I don't know. I don't know, I like that one a lot. Doesn't even matter what it's called, I don't care. Sometimes it's just, is it cool? All right, so let's see, looks like we've got some amethyst, some tumbled amethyst in here. Purples. Now this one looks like maybe a dyed, because of those bands. What do you think? Help me out here. That one, and this one looks, this one, I'm clanging on this table, sorry y'all, that one looks dyed too. Just from the way that it's colored. Any more purples in here? There's a purpley one, also kind of looks dyed, but you can let me know. And that one looks, this kind of pinky purple one looks dyed as well. Oh, we're pulling in some pinks here. All right, so we've got some that look like they're probably tumbled amethyst. Some of them look like they're dyed something. And maybe some, yeah, agate, some dyed agate. Let me know your thoughts, my rock people. Oh, there's another one. That looks kind of like that blue one that I had a second ago. I had some, I got it today at the museum. It was like gold stone. It was, but it was blue and black gold stone, so it was all sparkly. I bet these are dyed, but they're so cool. I like them. It's funny because I couldn't really tell under the light how cool they looked. Cool. All right, so all you guys are gonna go. Now let's do blues. We got some cool blue rocks, stones, gemstones. That one's cool. I like the colors, and I like it. It's got these two different kinds of stones or two different colors in it anyway. I like that. Even if it's dyed, it's cool. That one's almost certainly dyed. It looks like it's probably a howlite. That's my guess. And then some pretty ones though. I love the stripes. That always makes me think of like Saturn or, ooh, here's another one with really pretty stripes. That's cool. Oh, I see another purple. Oh, I like this one. Looks like a big old blue tooth. Think of the monster that came out of. Ooh, super cool. I like that one. All right. More blue stones. That's, again, probably also a howlite, unless it's a turquoise, but I kind of doubt it. Oh, I'm gonna have to zoom out. I've got more blue coming. More blues incoming. That one's got some purples in it. Oh, that one's kind of speckly too. If you know about dyed stones, it's just not something I've ever felt the need to research. But maybe the time is now. That one's cool. Looks like an eye or a little house. That's cute. And there's the back of it. Why do you think they do that? Why do you, I mean, just I guess for interest, the dyeing of the stones, because usually stones are so cool anyway. I mean, I guess they just think it's gonna make them more marketable. I don't know. I don't know. That one's a nice one too. Okay, so we've got some lighter blue, but I'm gonna take the darker blues and slide them. And then let's pull out the lighter blue ones. Kind of bluey purple. Can you see it? Or is it blurry? I think that's okay. Yeah, those are cool. Really light. Let me pull the pinks. I should have done the pinks maybe after the purple. That one's broken. There, there. Again, almost likely dyed. That one's pretty cool though. They look like those, this one especially, those Easter, like, they look like little Easter egg candies and they're marshmallowy, you know? You know what I'm talking about? What are they called? Oh, peeps. All right, so there's all the pink ones, well, the darker pink. There's some lighter pink coming up. All right, pinks, off you go. And then we've got, interesting. What do you make of this one? I mean, this, because of the way the colors are in these divots, makes me think it's dyed. But then there's definitely some rose quartz here, which is really nice. And some more. Those are all likely rose quartz. That one's dyed something. Same with this. There's some more of that rose quartz there. I don't even know. I don't know about you. And this one is probably, I'm gonna call it an agate because it's striped. And that's what I do generally. I am learning more though. Yeah, see how this one's got this discoloration here? So that makes me think it's dyed. But if you know better, please tell me. Okay, is that all my pinks? That one's kind of pink. Like they were trying to make it pink, but it didn't quite work out. There. Okay. Oh, I missed a purple. That one's cool. Let's see. I'm gonna zoom in on that one. That one's got some like gold looking stuff in it. That one's kind of multicolored. Again, I don't know, that side looks pretty cool. What's the story with this, do you think? With these divots that are discolored? That's something to learn about, I suppose. This one probably should have gone with the purples or the pinks, but we missed it, so here we go. That one's a cool one. Let's pull orange, how about it? Got some orange ones here. Again, what do you think? Dyed? I mean, it looks like it, but it looks like it was dipped, like an Easter egg, and they just didn't dip the top part. I don't know. Cool. Then we've got a yellow one. Lots of different greens. Some of them look dyed and some of them don't. Like that one, not so much. Well, maybe. These, I'm not sure if they're dyed. This one is almost certainly dyed because I can see the veins in it. And this one I think is also dyed. And then this one's kind of like greenish. Cool. And then this is a bead. It's not an actual stone, it's a bead, but it's in there. So it's coming in. That one's kind of a brown. I guess it could have gone with the browns I did earlier. That's pretty though. And we've got all our clear ones. Clear and white. Some of them are clear, and some of them are cloudy. I guess I should use my science words. Opaque and transparent or translucent, if you will, depending. Cool. I love the properties of rocks. I'll have to use my crystals book. We'll just use the top of it. So, my daily crystals. Because if you look through them, depending on what it is, you can tell, like that one just is a clear rock. But like calcite will give you double vision. And some of the other ones like selenite and, oh, it starts with a U. I can never say it. The TV rock. But I bought a new one today because I just had to. Okay, so those are our tumbled stones. Humor me for just a second. There we go. All right, I had my little fun. So I'm gonna pull out my tiger's eye because right now I'm feeling it. And my rose quartz. What am I gonna do with these? I don't know. But I had to get them because I liked them. Two other pieces that I got at the garage sale. These were also dyed. This is a slice of a agate piece. It's kind of dark. It's blue. It's hard to see, isn't it? And then this one I thought was really interesting because it's like I don't know, what do you make of that? Do you think that's dyed in there? Because none of the rest of it is, but this is just super cool. Okay, so I got those. And then I think I got all of it. All the tumbled stones and these, and then this, the raw stuff for like $5. So here we've got a cracked geode, thin, with all the little crystals inside. Isn't that cool? And then there's another chunk here. Again, that's the back side. Then we've got a piece of raw, probably amethyst here. I know sometimes fluorite will also have the greens and the purples, but I have a feeling this is amethyst. Again, happy to have you tell me I'm wrong. Looks like some maybe pyrite, and that's pretty cool. Ooh, citrine, that's my guess there. That's a nice piece as well, I like that. With that crystal cluster on top. I actually have not even pulled these out, the raw ones. I've looked at the tumbled stones. And then this, I do not even know. I don't know what this is. Is it the way that it's the way that it's pocked makes me think it looks like bone, you know, with all the holes in it, but it's interesting. I don't know. On that one. Next, I don't know. We're just looking at rocks, you guys. My rock hounds, you get it. If you're wondering, like, what the heck is she doing? Don't worry, just enjoy. What do you make of this one? Oh, my brain, it's like I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh gosh, I can't even think of words right now. What do you think about that? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I know there's moments where I'm just being silent. I'm just showing you rocks. But these are cool. And I feel like I know what they're called and my brain is just not. We went to the Denver Museum of Science and Nature or whatever it's called today. And we looked at the gem rocks and minerals exhibit, you know. And this is one that they had a lot of there. And now I can't think of what it is for the life of me. All right, those are cool. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, the museum here, I felt like such a snob, I guess, because the Houston Museum is really hard, I guess, to live up to, because there really wasn't a natural, like a science museum in Austin. There wasn't really anything comparable. I mean, there was the Bullock Museum, but it's not exactly the same. And the Houston Museum of Natural Science is phenomenal. It's almost like you can't do it all in one day. It's just the paleontology hall, the rocks and minerals and gemology. It's just, and then all of the really cool exhibits they've got along the way and lots of other stuff. I mean, so much. Anthropology. Anyway, okay, let me pull out some more. And so we went, and I was really optimistic because there was I stumble over my words. They called it a bug exhibit. There was not a bug in there. That was like, it was really small, and I think it was geared more towards like little kids. I mean, there's a whole like bug thing, like a standing at the Houston Museum. And it just, their normal everyday bug thing is like, I don't know. I sound horrible. But it's just really, this almost looks like petrified wood to me. Apparently there's a lot of petrified wood. Does it? What do you think about that? Maybe not. Well, maybe. This part especially makes me think it might be. Okay, there's another, looks like a bit of a geode or something. I keep wanting to say this is fluorite, but I don't think that's right. That's something else. Okay, well, maybe it is, because I think that is fluorite right there with the purple and the green. Cool. My fingers are getting dirty. It's because it's rocks, y'all. Okay. What else have we got in here? There's some more amethyst. Some pyrite or something somebody painted. What's this one down here? This looks like it could be sodalite, but I don't know about with those sparkles. I don't know, because no, it's more purpley. That's pretty awesome. Anywho, I think we're getting there. That looks like another bit of citrine right there. This too, possibly. I'm gonna dump the rest because we're getting to the bottom and it's just like little chunks of stuff. Anyway, I have always been really drawn to rocks and minerals and crystals and things. Oh, that's a nice little piece there. So I just thought I'd share with you guys. Oh, there's some nice little bits of pyrite in there as well. I am into this kind of stuff, so I'm sharing it with you because I know some of you are too. I think from the raw, hang on, let me scooch it all together. My favorite, I think, is this one right here, that one. And I love the crystal, this one that's got the crystal formations. And where'd the blue sparkly one go? And the thing too is like at different times, different rocks kind of draw me in. And so, did I show you all the selenite that I got too? I know someone was like, it's not selenite, it's, oh, I forget, satin spar. But I think satin spar is a kind of selenite. I did some research. I don't know, you guys. I think it's all like relative. I like it, either way, whatever you want to call it. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. And I think this, okay, so bear with me if you're like, what am I doing here still? I have really gotten, and this is one of the reasons my sister and I, we started our Eggs and Ego. I've kind of taken a veer off onto other avenues. Is because I've been doing a lot of like manifesting, and at first it was just kind of a joke. But then, like, haha, you know, I'm telling the universe what I want. And then suddenly it would just keep happening. Like, I would say what I was wanting, you know, and then it would just like, boom. And it got to the point where it was just like, okay, this is not, because sometimes it was so random that it was just like, how in the world? Where'd that other one go? No, that's not it. There was the sparkly purple one. Did I set it down somewhere else? Knowing me. Oh, here it is. We started our podcast before that, but it's just been so many things that just started pointing that direction. Was like, I can't ignore this anymore. This is the direction my life is going. So there you have it. All right, I guess I should make a thumbnail. What do you think? We should make a cool thumbnail with rocks. Let's see, let's get some tiger's eye on there. It's all light. And some tiger's eye. What else can we put? Some green in there. Thanks for hanging out. Go over and listen to the story, Everybody Needs a Rock. I read it and I showed some of my favorite rocks, and I would really enjoy it, yeah, if you would come look at that too, because it's a good story. I really love it. It's by Bird Baylor. Thanks for hanging out while I looked at my rocks, you guys. Talk to you later.